Discussing the plans, this famous man said we can do
Welcome to
it.
Famous Made, where we ignite growth and independence. We champion progress and empower individuals to seize every opportunity. Join us on our transformative journey towards success, celebrating every triumph along the way. And today we got like a very special guest. I know a lot of people say that this is not cliche. I knew this man for over 10 years. It's family right here. None other than SNS. Let's do it.
What's going on, bro? What's going on? I'm happy to be here. Congratulations on the show and everything.
Yeah, thank you for showing up, man. One of the things that I learned recently is like I took a lot of stuff for granted, and I say thank you all the time. I just say it just to say it, just cause.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine, man. Thank you for having me. I'm honored.
Yes, you standing on business, Mister Icy Gang himself. Talk that talk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I'm just focused right now, bro. I'm in a real good space as far as creatively, and I'm about to really be consistent this summer. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much always consistent, but I'm just in like a real special bag for the summer and this time around. So I'm
Yeah,
be here, man. I'm focused.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I seen the transition from rapper to artist to now like talking about meeting with labels
Yeah.
to where you at now, to just talk about just that grind in general, because I know a
Mm.
lot of people see it and they wanted to come overnight. Like you've been doing this for years, and we spoke off the record how you was doing this for years without getting paid to getting paid. So just talk about the transition from there till now.
I mean, in the beginning, to be honest, I think this space that I'm in would have happened sooner in my career. But I was my first few years, like I want to say, all right, so to the new fans, I'm pretty much they pretty much kind of got on to me like around, I want to say like around 2011, 2012, 2013 type shit. I've kind of been rocking and been in a good space with it as far as my early years since like 2007, 8, 9. During the like life feed era, I was still like getting played on the radio and things like that. Now during those times from like '07, '08, '09 up to like maybe I want to say up to 2012, I was shy. So I was still kind of like nervous. I wasn't as consistent because I was shy on the world really hearing me type shit. You know what I'm saying? They were too much worried about what they would say and things like that. It wasn't a priority. And mind you, the things happened. I had to continue to do music because I was played on the radio. So when I got played on the radio in Harlem, you couldn't just have a song like that and that was popular and getting played on the radio and then don't do nothing after because niggas are roast you, you know what I mean? You'll be looked at as a one-hit wonder out there. So I had to be consistent. Like it automatically made me like, yo, this is what I got to do now. And then from I want to say 2011, 2012, 2013 is when I started. I was still a little shy, but then I start getting on certain blogs that like Double XL, Sway in the Morning, World Star, the Breakfast Club. When I'm now I'm starting to be a actual rapper to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, I'm doing like I was always performing from 2007 up. I was always performing, but the, being on those publications and things like that, and then doing the shows and then dropping it just and then having like certain good features. At that time, I had just met Meek Mill, and then me and Meek did a record with each other, and then
I
I had a
remember
record
that.
with I had a record with Styles P, and then I had features plus the publications plus the shows. So now in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm being an actual rapper. So as time went by, I think the shyness just kind of like went away, to be honest. You know what I mean? The more consistent I was, the more I was putting myself out there, the less shy I became. And then I was doing things for free when at the time that my friends and everybody around me probably wanted me to charge and things like that. But I just don't think I was there yet. I don't think I was there yet, fan wise.
Hmm.
and I don't think I was there yet fan wise or demand wise. But now looking back at it, I feel like I probably was because I was already bringing people out, and I had big features and big platforms that rappers wasn't getting on, especially in rappers that was coming up like myself. They wasn't getting that. You know what I'm saying? So I probably could have charged at that time, but I wasn't. I didn't start charging maybe until like I want to say 2013 or some shit like that,
Mm.
2014, and I was charging like $100 for features and shit like that. So it was still like low and shit like that. But I was just I, I was in a space where like, yo, I know people coming after me. I was there, I was in that position before, and some big people, big artists didn't charge me when they could have. So I was just the same way, and I think that created a good enough fan base. My aura and my consistency wound up growing my fan base as well. Not only did they love my music, I was just a likable person,
Most
and I think
definitely.
that kind of like grown me to like the years that passed. My consistency is kind of what my consistency and the quality of my music. Those two being a crazy combo, I think helped grow me as an artist and help grow my fan base overall.
Yeah, because we all start out, rapping, not liking your voice, and oh, what this person gonna say, and you know what I'm saying, trying to figure it out. And you was cool with this person, this studio you went to got shut down. It's a whole bunch of variables that they don't see, and it's just like,
Absolutely.
all right, damn, I gotta reset again. This supposed to
Yeah.
happen. I was supposed to do this. Video got flaked. I paid him some money, so it's just a lot that people don't see. To now,
Yeah, it
like,
was tough, man. It was tough.
yeah,
Like, especially like my first when I was recording in the beginning, my man Tawny had brought me to a certain studios and shit like that. There was definitely good studios, and I was recording my music. And then when my father kind of like got into my career, because when I first started, he wasn't in my career. He wasn't like he didn't have no hands in it, nothing. Um, After I started to do get radio spins and things like that without him, you know what I'm saying? Like in the beginning, I got my radio spins without him. So when I got my radio spins without him, um, it definitely motivated him to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't really gotta hold his hand, but I'm gonna help him because he's my son. Um, so we stopped going from those studios to being like Rough Rider Studio, and then Rough Rider Studio, it was great. But when I found a studio in Harlem that I really enjoyed and that I really loved my sound and my voice, I stopped going to Rough Rider Studio. You know what I'm saying? I stayed in Harlem. You know what I mean? But the experiences in those places was great. But this was just still me finding my sound and finding my voice. So I think I sounded good in Rough Rider Studio, but I sounded great when I came to Harlem.
home base.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's like I try. Oh, this is where it's at. I don't care about the name. I care about how I sound and how I feel.
absolutely. That
You
it was
know.
one of those. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, I sounded good there, but I sounded great in Harlem with my guy Rudy. You know what I'm saying? And then when I wound up having to tell my pops like, yo, whatever records you need me to record for you, I will record then. But all
Hmm.
my records, I'm recording in Harlem. So then
Yeah.
my pops wanted to come to Harlem to see the studio. Like, yo, what's the studio that you telling me you want to go, that you staying at, that you're not recording? And then when he started seeing my chemistry with my engineer Rudy, he understood it, and then we just never went back as far as like recording in Rough Riders, but we always would go back for other things.
Yeah. So recording process for you, I've seen it live firsthand. Like you could come up with 3 songs in a whole studio session. I've seen it from scratch, no pen, no pad. I've seen it. Explain that process just a little for people, like as far as because sometimes I know sometimes you write and then sometimes you like, yo, listen, you got beats,
Yeah,
throw them on.
I mean, in the beginning, it took. I'm gonna come clean. The not me, the me not writing situation. I'm gonna come clean. That was something that my boy East told me to do, and I wound up learning how to do it. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, I was always a writer. You know what I'm saying? I still to this day, I'll write records, like especially if it's conceptual, like if it's
Hmm.
like if it has like a crazy concept and I'm coming from a certain, I'm gonna write it. If it's like certain records where it's like melodic, and I know this is like a hit record when off the beat and off the chorus that I already made,
Yeah, it's a
then
go.
it's like I might write the rest of this record because the melodies of what I'm saying, I might need to write what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. So I was always just writing. I used to write every
But
day.
hold on, I seen you go record hard records too. Pause. You feel me?
Yeah, that's
Like
what I was
I
about to
seen
say.
that. Yeah,
So
yeah, I
so
seen that too as
so
well.
after a while,
First,
when I recorded with East, when I recorded my first record with East, it was nasty work. East did his verse, no pen, no pad, and I was just picking his brain on that, and then I would go to a few other studio sessions, and he wasn't doing it either. He's a writer as well. So for the audience that doesn't know who I'm talking about Davies. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm going to certain studios, now he's telling me, yo, S, I just try to learn that shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in one of those studio sessions where a nigga go in and nigga do some shit and nigga just do it off the top of his head, and then you sitting there trying to write your verse and there's
yeah.
girls around and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that in the mix, and they just looking at you, just waiting for you to finish your verse, and you taking long. It
True.
just it kind of like stales the process of everybody else in the studio. So you just want to learn that just to have in your arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I wanted to, I felt like I could do it, but any other time at that time, I was heavy on like make studio time. Like when I'm going to studio time, I feel like every minute in the studio counted. So when when I started going on tour, and I go to I'm going to these states and shit like that, I'm booking like 5-6 hours studio time. I'm not in my head trying to like utilize the whole 6 hours in recording. So
Yeah.
these are the times where I'm practicing the
Yeah.
off the top of the head, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then I think after my first few go arounds, I'm like, yo, I got this shit down packed. Now it's more so, now it's basically like my mind was starting. Now I'm putting the bars to it. Now I'm putting the flows to it. Now I'm
Yeah.
just like, I just got better with it, and to the point where like now if I'm in a studio session where we just vibing and all the homies is there and we just vibing and shit like that, I'm not writing. But if it's anytime I go to Rudy, 9 times out of 10 I either wrote it or so I'm still not writing sometimes. But like now I have the option to do both.
Yeah. Which makes sense. You want to be a chameleon in all these situations. Like, oh, I'm a blend
Absolutely.
here. I'm a
You know what I'm
blend
saying?
here. I'm gonna
That's the
do
that's
this.
the punching version.
Yeah. Oh shit.
My bad. I had a phone call. That's the punching version. That the Jay-Z version is you gotta
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
straight
Yeah.
through. I
Yeah.
learned
Yeah.
that from Jim Jones. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I'm
Okay.
still not super nice with that yet, because you know what I'm saying? Like I did it before. I did it twice. And I
Yeah.
pride myself, like I'm happy I did it. I just wanted to be able to do that shit
Do it.
because
Yeah.
it takes a real strong memory. And
Yeah.
in the beginning, I'm like, yo, this nigga Hov don't smoke like that. You feel me? Barely drink. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Nigga memory is through the roof probably. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
I seen Jim do a whole 32.
And
And
yeah,
then
he did it.
that nigga's a stoner. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So once
Facts.
I seen Jim do it, I'm like, oh, it's really no excuse for me. So then I had to learn. I learned it, like, you know what I'm saying? So I know how to do it. I just don't want
Yeah,
to.
no, I get it. I get it. It's a it's mental stress that people don't see. They
Yeah,
see the they
because
see
yeah,
they see the
exactly.
after effect, but they don't see what it really is. But you spoke on Hov real quick. I want you to speak on. Were you inspired by Jay-Z's Unplugged to do your live band performance?
Absolutely. I'm
Okay,
inspired by
speak
Jay-Z,
on that.
period. He's my favorite artist of all time. He's my idol, you know what I'm saying? So like I look at him I look at him for a lot of things to apply to my own career. I know different eras is for different things, but the mindset itself is what I tap into, as well as the music. Of course, the music is like second to none. We know Hope's
Definitely,
music is great, but it's the mindset that I also be tapping into. So I seen at that time that was something that just wasn't really done by a lot of people. I seen MTV had the unplug, but
yeah,
I love the way Hove did his. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And then
yeah,
I was watching it on YouTube again because I watched it in real time when it was on TV, but I
yeah,
had to but I wanted to watch it again. Like that was the first thing I said to myself in my head. Like, yo, I want to do a live band. I want to do it like Jay-Z's. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the Tiny Desk because that's the new
I
era
love
of
Tiny
what we
Desk.
see
Yeah,
right
I love
now.
that. I love that
Of,
shit.
the Tiny Desk, and I'm thinking like, yo, I can have my own Tiny Desk, but I think I want more people there than just a Tiny Desk. So I still want it intimate, but not as intimate as a Tiny Desk. I still want to hear the claps in a good amount
Yeah,
of, you know what I'm saying? The
yeah,
Tiny Desk will probably be like 20 people. Unplugged, it'd be like 50 to 70 motherfuckers.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Mine's wound up having over 100 motherfuckers there. I didn't ask for that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
keep it intimate, but word got out. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I definitely look
All
at
your events is like that. Like a lot of times when you do an event,
yeah.
you see a few people. Then by the time it's an hour and a half after you come, it's like packed. You can't. There's no
Yeah,
room to
bro.
move. You feel
Yeah,
me?
that'd be the thing. I love it though. I love my fan base. You know what I'm saying? I love the support that I got from people. Is this one situation was just very special to me, and I knew it was gonna be something like I knew none of my peers, nobody that's coming up was even thinking about doing no shit like this. You feel what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
So I said so it was a crossover between Jay-Z's Unplugged and the Fade the Black movie, because on the Fade the Black movie, he's performing with a live band as well.
yes, sir.
But I kind of wanted it. I didn't want that night to just end on that night. I really wanted to turn it into an experience. So the people that came, I I told all of them that this will be a movie. This is turning into a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I filmed all my rehearsals.
that's. Oh man, I can't wait to see it. I
Yeah,
can't
you
wait
know
to
what I'm
see it,
saying?
man.
Like
Can't wait to
I
see it.
kind of gave like a little intro to it as far as like a narration intro in the beginning.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And and in
yeah,
the middle, like so I got it does come off like a full movie, like a Fade the Black movie, and it was
good.
just something to give the fans something different. I was pushing Big Icy 2 through the whole year and change.
Yep.
I had already did I did the listening party. Listening party was successful. You were there.
Yes,
You
I
know what I'm
was.
saying? Then I
She
did,
got it.
yeah,
All the
crazy.
records.
I think we all knew from the listening
Yeah,
party, we knew She Got It was gonna be the one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
um, I don't really miss when it comes to picking the records and the singles. Like I kind of already be knowing, like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
this gonna be that one right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Mm-hmm.
think I've only missed one time. You know what I'm saying? And I fully wasn't my push. That was a push from my pops. My pops told me, yo, we should go with this record. I'm like, I like it, but I don't know if it should be my single. My pops like, yo, trust me. I
Okay.
trusted him. It didn't work. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
every record that I usually choose
Yeah.
always works. You know what I'm saying? I kind of know my fan base. I kind of know the climate of rap at the time. I kind of know, you know what I'm saying? Luckily, I'm a DJ son, so I know transitioning with DJs and like which record to be able to fit in a set easily. That's how I knew Coquito was
Smart.
gonna work.
Smart.
You know what I'm saying? I knew She Got It. I just knew She Got It was in because of where we was at. The Jersey Beats was popping at the time. It was
Yeah.
freshly new. I'm
Who
like, yo,
who did that? Did he?
Diddy broke it.
Look,
He did Coquito and he did She Got It.
so
So
look, yeah. So to me, from what I can know from social media, those two were your last two biggest records for me, at least from
yes,
what I see.
absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you feel when you see Pyro and Diddy start from the background, now they in the front like they doing music? How do you feel like you aspire in a sense?
I
Not just
mean
you, but
shit,
how do you feel
like
how to see that?
I look at it like this, man. Though when a producer has an ear for music already, right?
Facts.
So in this game, some producers might really see certain vibes and they see like they hear what's going on in today's society right now when it comes to music. Sometimes they don't enjoy all the music that's being put out, so it motivates them to make the music that they themselves want to hear.
Most
And then
definitely.
at that point, I wouldn't tell them no. You know what I'm saying? I want them to understand the ramifications though that come with
Facts.
being an artist though,
Facts.
because it's a little easier just producing because you don't have to necessarily show your face. You can be in the shadows if you want to.
Yeah.
An artist, you cannot. It's you have to be in the forefront
Mhm.
until you get your shit up. Everybody from even the Kendrick Lamars and the ASAP Rockies and the
Yep.
Eminems, the ones that I'm talking about, the ones that who barely drop, and when they pop out, they pop out.
Yeah.
even those artists, when they first came out, they had to be very consistent and be in everybody's face.
Most definitely.
Until they established themselves enough to where like, yo, I don't have to drop all the time. I don't have to be in everybody's faces. And they built a cult following to their fan base.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Most
Accepts
definitely.
that. So they have to go through that. You have to be consistent as an artist. And if you know what I'm saying? I'm all for it though, bro. If it sounds good, bro,
Yeah.
I'm really not even upset. You know what I'm saying? Because
Pyro got his own style. Like he got like some 90s kind of like still learning, but it's still I applaud everything that's different compared to what's out now. You know what I'm saying?
I agree too. And I think they know they limit too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I feel like I think they know their situation as far as like the theme. Like, all right, for example, Pyro, he does do a lot of 90s kind of like boom bap.
Yeah.
I feel like he know at that point where your limit, or not limit, but the skies of where you going would be like the Griselda, Dave.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's the top in millies now.
Yes.
These are the cream of the crop when it comes to that style.
Yes.
So you know the fan base you got to target for that. You know the shows you got to target for that. You know the places you got to go for that. And if you're okay with that, because it is money in that.
Yes, there is.
And as long as you're okay with that, you're not gonna be as big as the little babies, the Drakes.
Yeah, exactly.
So as long as you know that, then it's perfect because it works for you.
Most definitely. You like we said, we talked about the transitioning from like producer, because you was producing, but you was doing being an artist as well. So like
that's why I identify. You know what I'm saying? I kind of identify. Like I was always a rapper, but but when I got producing, I was shy rapping. So producing, you able to be in the background.
Yes.
You feel me? So I was more consistent with that in the beginning.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? So like
I was there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You know, you feel me? So like I could be in the shadows musically to rappers at that time because I'm not ready to still pop out as an artist. I'm rapping. I love rapping. It's my hood. They was like, yo, bro, come on, dog. Like certain niggas was like my uncle and my man Tawny and a few of my other guys, rest in peace, my guy Screwface. He was one of the main people. I'll go play them beats consistently. Yo, check this new shit I got. They'll like it. They're like, yo, that's cool. I like this S, but what's up with these bars, nigga? Let me hear something.
Yeah.
And they was like, yo, bro. I'm like, yo, bro, you can do both, bro. And they kept using the Kanye West. Like, they kept using Kanye West because that was the only one at the time that was producing and rapping. So he's like, you could be Kanye West, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that was a while ago. So look, the trend is, but it's nothing wrong with the transition because it gives you different parts of the game that people don't understand. You'll understand.
Absolutely.
You could speak to a producer, be like, yo, this got too much low end, this got too much this got too much that little that techie shit that people talk about. But yeah, so streaming platforms, we already know. If people don't know, they don't pay you what they should pay you. No job pays you what you should be paid. I don't care how much you get paid. I feel like when you create your value independently of what you're doing, then that's the value you create. So whatever, if you charge a $2,500 a verse, there's people that's gonna buy it. There's some people that's not gonna buy it. But if that's what you feel what it's worth, that's what you should be paid. But when it comes down to that, this new album that you're curating right now, you want to speak on the platform that you're putting it on and the route that you choose to take?
Okay, so this album, Freko Fino, will when it releases, it'll be a direct to consumer type of vibe. It'd be
explain why.
Because when I did Big Icy 2, I did a package later on in the like after it's released and shit like that. I did a package where I went to an NFT party, and then I spoke to some people that was doing NFT at the time. And then they was telling me like, yo, you should really fuck with this Web3 space, get on this Web3 space, and start really having your fan base come, you know what I'm saying, give you money directly, you know what I'm saying? And I said, I'm gonna try it. He broke it down and shout out to my guy Span. I tried it. He like, yo, bro, you do $100 package, you do a $50 package, and you could do some shit like $20. I'm like $100. He like, damn, I'm like, that's some Nipsey shit. He like, yeah, but like, you look at it like this. You do a limited amount of $100 package. He like, how much money would you want? I said, how much money would you want to? How many $50 packages would you have? I'm like, shit, I probably had like 10 of those. Or he like, right, all right, how many $20 packages you have? 50 of those. All right, cool. Do the math.
And you did the math.
I'm like, all right, so you could like you could have people that'll pay you $100 package. You're gonna make the same amount. You work less than you will having
Yes.
the amount
Yeah.
of people, the 10 niggas.
Yeah.
You know, I'm doing a $50 joint.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. He said, and if they don't buy the $100, at least you still made money with the 50 and 20. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna try it out. And then East, he told me, yo, you should throw a listen to the release joint in my store. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. I'm gonna do the package there, pop-up shop vibe, and then it was a success. And then actually the $500 joint got sold out. So and a few people bought the $50 joint. So I probably made like 200 off the or off the
$50
fifty
package.
dollar joint.
Yeah.
I made a few 20s, and I sold out on the hundreds. I made a lot of 20s, and I sold out on the hundreds.
Yeah. So you came up a good 4 or 5. How many figures? 4 figures. Whatever you came up. You only got
Yeah,
to say exactly how much. But
few
yeah,
thousand that night.
3,000. Yeah, exactly. And
Mm.
and it's success. And like you said, East, he threw you the alley oop. You took it.
Yeah, I
Somebody else,
appreciate him for that.
even if you didn't understand it, it's people that's that probably been in that position. Like, yo, look,
Yeah,
that's what you should
and
do.
that's what I'm fortunate to have people like East around me, because that's why when I go to when I'm pulling up with East, I'm a student. I'm his man, but I'm being a student to somebody that's that got both feet in the game. Like I feel like I'm one leg in. You feel me?
Yeah.
He's somebody who have both feet in and had the ball.
Yes.
Feel me? So I'm looking at how he move and what he does to bring his fans through. He done had pop-up shops and all sorts of listenings, and you know what I'm saying, like, but like different events just for one album. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying?
He's
Just
seen it all. He's seen it, like, as far as that's
yeah,
concerned.
even during the pandemic. So I'm like, like that's so I'm looking at things that I would do and what I won't do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Make a
And
lot of
then
sense.
and then so I do some of the same with Jim, but I be around East more. So you know what I'm saying? That's who kind of. But I look at both. You know what I'm saying? And I just look at and I see like how niggas is more interactive with their fans and shit like that, and these people come out for me and support me. So like I said, because not only my music is great and my energy is great. So niggas, I feel like pull up because of the love that I show to people.
And it's not 1,000 people to get to you, bro. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like, I know, I get it. I've been in places that just like, I'm not saying that you easily accessible, but if somebody wants to say what's up, they can say what's up to you.
yeah, they can
Sometimes
say
people be
what's up to
having
me.
like,
Yeah, I'm not.
it's
I
just so
understand
much
what's up to
people,
niggas
almost some
that
people
probably feel
around.
like I know them, and
Exactly,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying.
You're approachable. Your
Yeah, just
people
because
around
of the
you,
love,
they
you know what I'm
they
saying.
cool too. They cool, and they're not like on some. I'm pretty sure they with the shits, but it's like
Mhm.
more so like it ain't that type of. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
It
that
be
type of
niggas
vibe.
that like I know. I can see how they look at me. I can tell like, oh, they know I am, but they don't know how to break the ice. They one of those type of people too, where they so in a mess. If I go past them, or lock eyes with them and I go, yo, what's up? They'll be
Yeah,
ready to say what's up to me and things like that as
for
well.
sure.
So it's like it be shit like that. Like I am approachable in that aspect, and then you know what I'm saying. So and I get a love. So I kind of got that from my pops because he's that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know
And
what I
it's
mean?
easy to curate deals like that. You don't know. It might be an investor or whoever's looking at you, and they see your team looking all. It might be like,
Yeah,
"Hey, you know
yeah.
what? I don't even want to go that way." So it's like it's bigger than an image
Yeah,
at
I
the end of
mean,
the day.
shit. You know, sometimes it goes both ways.
Yeah, true.
They might see you got the level of representation.
True,
They
true,
might
true, true,
think,
true.
wait, he a little more important. I might be dealing with somebody a little more. Let me go approach. You
True.
know what I mean? And
True.
then they'll tell them, yo, I work at this platform. This platform, I want to get the. Woo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they respecting the chain of command. So
Yeah, true.
both works. It depends on how you how you move. Like if your team is in that, if your team, because people are gonna be looking from afar. So if your team is moving, if they're moving professionally and moving with the chain of command, and they
Yeah.
be like, yo, you trying to coach, yo, S,
Yeah.
woo, woo. Oh
Yep.
yeah, all right, then they might see that and respect that. They'll actually walk up to your team before they walk up to you, and they'll tell you, yo, woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? Because that happens to me even when they could just walk up to me sometimes when I'm throwing events. If I have events and
Yeah.
these type of people are there, they'll either walk up to the person that they see like next to me majority of the time in the event. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Or when I'm on the mic and I say like, yo, this is my manager, that's my other manager,
Yeah.
that's my little brother. These like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
These are the people that they'll walk up to either one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's definitely key though, man. You've been moving through the space very well. I'm like I told you before we got on there, I feel like a fan, even though I know you for 10
Yeah,
plus years, you feel me? Like,
that means a lot to me, bro. Things like that motivate me a lot. Like I take all of that when my fans and supporters like really say shit like that to me. I'll be like, in back of my head when I'm saying thank you, it make me go, ooh, I want to get in the booth right now. Like
yeah,
type
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
I appreciate that shit. That shit is what keeps me consistent and shit like that. I know
yeah.
it sounds cliche to say, but it's
No,
really
I
true.
understand. I understand exactly where you come from. Just being thankful is like, yo, listen, all this shit could be taken away tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
so
That's
you
how I
gotta be
carry
thankful
it.
for something. You
That's
have to
how I
be thankful
carry
for
it.
something at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
that's how,
You've
you
been
know what I'm
in you've been
saying?
in spaces like Wilding Out and
And this is
BT and
not even where I want to
all that,
be.
you know what I'm
You
saying?
feel me? This is
Exactly.
not even where I want to be. This is I'm appreciative of where I'm at, but
Yeah,
this ain't even where I want to be. You feel me? Like you see, like
yeah.
I told you this before. Like the only people that the space that I'm trying to be in is the big three.
Hove, yeah,
You feel me?
exactly.
Right in this
Exactly.
generation, the big three. Of course,
Or
Hove. I mean, I'm
Kendrick.
saying
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
but the
exactly.
Drake,
You want to,
Kendrick, and
yeah.
Cole, them niggas, that's where I'm trying to be at. You feel me? So
You
this is why
always
I go
push.
that hard because it, those is big shoes to fill. These are niggas. This is why I'm as versatile as I am because them niggas to be where those niggas is at. All of them niggas are great level rappers. All them niggas are great hit makers. All them niggas like that. These are the people that have the throne to me in this generation. You feel me? So this
Yeah.
is where I'm trying to. You know what I mean? I'm
I,
trying to get there.
I got a question for you off the record that I don't think people know. What's up with that Bob Marley record you played me a couple years ago?
Ooh, see what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
I'm looking for a place to distribute that, bro. I ain't
Okay,
gonna lie.
okay, okay, okay,
That's
okay.
all. I'm just trying.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do something with that. The rock and roll record.
yeah.
I'm trying to.
Listen, we're gonna chop it up a little more off the podcast, but talk about your single Standing on Business and any last words that you got before you exit Famous Made podcast, family.
Standing on Business is the new single right now. That's produced by Diddy Broker. Shout out to Diddy. Diddy just on fire right now. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Big shouts to him. He got a new single coming out too. It's fire. I think it's out already. I think he just dropped it. So go pick that up. Um, we it was just this that new vibe. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can't even say like it's something deeper than that. Like it's like it was one of those. You know for me.
It be like that.
I love the Cash Cobain and
Yeah.
the Child Lee and the R2 Mo vibe. I love they beats. You feel me? So any beat that's fire, the rapper in me is gonna be like, yo, I need that. It's the same way when She Got It, bro. You feel me? I liked it. I like the beat. I like this shit was fire. I'm liking the beats. I'm like, yo, I need one of those. Let me step on one of those. Cause I ain't been in no freestyle bag in recent.
Yeah.
You feel me? I ain't really needed I ain't really been caring to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've been doing I do the one mic shit because those is in right now to do
Yeah.
freestyles and shit like that. Other than that, I'm not really.
I'm
I
trying
don't
to come
really.
on one of those though, but something different that nobody doing. I'm just thinking like, how can I make it different? Because everybody
Yeah, like I
trying
ain't
to do
gonna
the
lie.
same
That's
thing.
all. Like you feel me?
Yeah,
Just give them a little bit of my sauce. I try to do that on any type of vibe that's popping. That's not necessarily
yeah,
a traditional sound from New York or some shit like that. Like I'm I don't be giving a fuck where the sound is from. If the
facts.
beats is fire, I'm jumping on them. That's why
Yeah,
I've always been like that from my first album. From Son of the Future. Son of the Future ain't just was never just boom bap. I had trap on there. I was melodic on there since
Mhm,
2013.
mhm.
Like I've been that way, bro. I've always been. That's why I'm always still able to have a record that means some shit that's gonna
Yeah,
stick
yeah.
because I always like new shit and but it got to be fire to me.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, what's going to keep the longevity for you is that you're not in that box. Like, I grew up during this time, and it's cool, but
Yeah,
it's like you got to blend all that together.
yeah, but
You know?
that's a fact. But some niggas sound forced doing it, so it's like if that's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
them, it's
yeah,
not
yeah,
them.
yeah. True,
You
true,
feel
true,
me?
true, true.
See me. I'm just a little more versatile than
Yeah,
niggas. You feel me? I've been
exactly.
melodic. I just said like I've been melodic.
Hmm.
I've been able to flip them flows and shit like that. So it don't be mattering
What it is.
what it is. It as long as the beat is fire. You feel
Yeah,
me? I
it
could do
makes sense.
everything from if you just talked about Bob Marley, a Bob Marley type of record. I'm doing everything. Speaking of that, we about to drop this Freko Fino album
Yeah.
on these niggas' head tops. We dropping that in June, right for the Puerto Rican Day Parade. You know what I mean? About 12
Mm,
songs on there, Latin, all
mm.
Latin samples, all Latin features.
Yes. Oh
You-
man. I
Yeah,
can't wait. I can't wait. If you the listening party, you already know. Text me,
yeah.
whatever. Shoot me a
Listening
call,
party.
whatever.
The listening party is gonna be the day of the release this time because it's
Sheesh.
direct to consumer.
That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. Yeah, let me know. I'll
You
pull
feel
up.
me?
If
I'm gonna
yeah.
tell you off camera the actual date and shit like that because I'm about to put the flyer out this week.
Okay, okay. So look, people, if you want to holler at SNS, I don't know how much the feature price is now, but I know it's been up since a long, long time ago when I bought a feature. But
Yeah,
wait a minute, let
facts.
people let people know how they can get in contact with you if they're interested in
You can't even get the all right for what you.
That was the $100 days when I got the
Yeah, that
feature.
was a
It
hundred
might have been a
dollar
buck
days.
50 or
You
200,
feel me?
somewhere around there. Word.
Well, he called me at 100 cash for the feature. This my dog though. I
Word.
knew A for longer than that. Like you know what I'm saying.
Word.
So you
Word.
know what I mean. It's it's been a pleasure to see you grow as well. You know what I'm saying. Like he's done helped me as well. Like we did a few videos with each other.
Hmm.
Them shits went crazy, especially the lemon pepper freestyle. That went crazy.
That was
That was
good.
fucking the streets up.
Yeah.
Um, you know what I'm saying? When I went on tour, he done came with me on a few of these places and shit like that.
Hmm.
Um, and the ones that he didn't, I sent all the footage to him. He chopped them all up and
Facts.
put the videos out. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't watch him shoot a great amount of videos for other people. So to see you, you know what I mean, having these several platforms and several different motions, I applaud you too, my brother.
Yes, thank you. But tell them where they can follow you at, find you at, get in contact with your people to do business, brands,
Follow
everybody.
me at SNS underscore ICYGANG. That's the letter S, the letter N, the letter S underscore ICYGANG. That's Icy Gang. SNS underscore Icy Gang. Follow me on TikTok, on Twitter, on fucking Instagram. And then for business, holla at Mook, CEO Mook. Holla at LaRon DeHooley at LaRon DeHooley. And holla at CEO Bag Talk ENT. That's my brother Mills. Those three people, if you want to contact me for all business and all that, or just hit me up, bro. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? You might.
Skip through the traffic, right? Weave through the traffic.
It depends.
Yeah, it depends. Depends what you talk about. But yeah, it's been a pleasure, man. Like I said, much success to you. We're gonna speak a little more off the record. It's famous AAA with my guy, the big Icy.
Hear me.
Yes. Famous Mate Podcast. This is a beautiful episode. I appreciate